Today we're gonna be making a blueberry pie. Welcome back to our channel, Hume's Little Homestead. We're going to be making a blueberry pie. We're pretty excited to share this pie with you today. I found this recipe online and I will share it in the description box below. And let's get started with making a blueberry pie. I got this idea from Mary's Nest to put all of the recipes that I'm using for this pie series that we've been doing into a 3-ring binder. And I can't remember the video I was watching that gave this tip, but she gave a tip that just make a 3-ring binder for your kitchen for the recipes that you love, print them off the website and then put them in the binder. And I remembered about that tip while I was doing this, and now I'm doing it for all the pies. And if you want to see any more videos, pie videos, we have a whole series. So like I said, today is the blueberry pie. We are going to be making the same crust. It's called a classic butter crust, the same crust that we've been making for most of these pies. Now, this classic butter crust has a single crust pie, a single crust recipe, and a double crust recipe for the pie. And I'm going to be making a triple crust recipe though today. So I'm going to triple the single pie crust. I hope that makes sense. But I want to have enough dough to be able to make some fun shapes and fun things to put on the top of this pie to make it Halloween themed. Now, let's get started. I'm gonna go to our blueberry pie, and I like this too because the pages, if I am cooking, I don't get anything on the pages, and it's real easy to wipe off. We are first going to make our crust, and like I tried to explain a little bit in the beginning, is that we're tripling the recipe. So we're going to use 3 sticks of butter, which is 1/2 cup is each of these, so it's going to be 1 1/2 cups of butter. And we're going to cube the butter, and it's cold, it's not softened. So to cube the butter, I just take a butter knife and literally just make little cubes. But first I go down the center, and then I go down the center again. That's not very straight, that's okay. And then when you cut it, you have these little cubes. And so that's how I cube butter. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. This is just how I do it. Bippity boppity boo. We're gonna add 3 cups and 3/4 cups of flour into the butter to triple it. So it's 3 3/4 cups. Next, we're going to add 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Next, you're going to cut in the butter. Now it says in the recipe to add 3 to 4 tablespoons if you're making the single pie crust, but I don't want to add 12 tablespoons into this. So what I do is I watch for the consistency as I'm mixing. So you're just going to add as much tablespoons of water as you need as you mix it up. I don't know how to explain it. So this is the consistency. I really like it. It's still a little bit crumbly, but it makes really good flaky crust. So I just work it into that butter a little bit more. We ended up using 13 tablespoons. So I was wrong. I thought I was only gonna need like 8 or 9 tablespoons, but I ended up needing 13 tablespoons to get it this consistency. This is the consistency I prefer for pie dough. Next, we're gonna divide this dough ball into 3 sections. Boop, boop, boop. When you're rolling out your pie crust, a tip that you can use is take your pie pan or pie dish, whatever you're using, and flip it over and see if it's going to be the right size. So you want it to be about 2 inches around on each side. So my pie crust is obviously kind of funky, but I think I do have 2 inches on both sides. And I am going to go ahead and lift this into the pie pan now.
Sorry guys, this is some bad filming.
What's going on?
Oh, I just pulled it back quick.
Oh. And lay it over that, and you can kind of manipulate it a little bit. See, this side is a little less pie dough. And I'm not the greatest at rolling out pie dough, but it tastes really good, so I guess that's all right. And then just press it down in. And then you're gonna trim around the edges. Uh-oh. So let me get my wand out. Now before baking, you want to prick these holes in the bottom of your pie dough. This will allow steam to escape so that your crust will be flat. You also want to do, I do it like this, you also want to do holes around the edge right here. This will help your crust be flaky and good. So this pie dough, we are going to chill before we add in our filling. We are doing a blueberry filling. So we are just going to put this in the fridge just like it is. And then I'm also going to make my shapes and roll out these 2 sides, these 2 dough balls, and put them in this plastic wrap and set them aside so that they can be, so that they'll be room temperature, so they're easier to manipulate when we're putting on the top of the crust. This is going in the fridge to chill though. Double check that the top, this is gonna be our top, and we're gonna do something fun. It's gonna be very similar to a latticed crust, but this is going to get set aside in cling wrap, but you just want to take your pie and double check the size. Make sure that this is going to fit over your pie. If you're leaving it as one whole crust, or if you're making a lattice crust, you still want it to be the right size to go on your pie. The sizing is good, so we're going to grab some plastic wrap and set it out. Hands are really slippery from the flour. Probably could have washed them before I did this, but we're gonna need 2 pieces like this. We'll set them out like that. Actually, I'm gonna come around. And then we're gonna spray these 2 pieces with cooking spray so that our pie crust slips off easily. So just grab it just like you were going to put it on your pie. Grab it like that and transfer it to your sprayed cling wrap. Okay, then you're going to take 2 more saran wraps and put them on top. And what you're going to do is spray them before you put them down. So you see that's the size you need. Just hold it to the side here and spray your plastic wrap and set it down right on your pie crust. So do that twice. This one got a little bit tangled up. There. Alright, and this will keep your pie crust moist, and it will keep nicely on your counter until you're ready to add it to the top. We're just going to transfer it over here so it's out of the way while we're working. Right over here. Alright? Next, I'm going to make the shapes that are going to go on top of this pie. So we're going to roll this out and then we'll be right back. We found these super cute Halloween cookie cutters at Walmart. And one is a little broken. But I think that we can fix it really fast. So there's a witch hat, a ghost. Must have gotten broken on our drive home because I didn't think that it was broken when we first got it.
That's just these little push things. So it doesn't matter how thin or thick your dough is, you just push these down and it imprints. It's kind of cool.
Oh, I fixed it.
She fixed it.
Just
Boom.
put it right on. So I'm going to do a couple of shapes. I'm going to make our decorations for our pie crust first. So, I don't know about the witch hat. I was thinking of the ghost since we're calling it blueberry. Whoa. This could be a bad review here. This
So,
isn't working.
1 minute here.
Let's try again using some magic, since this muggle didn't know what she was doing. We're just gonna push the cookie cutter down, and then you push this to make the face, and then you have your shape. So this push thing does not make your cookie. This first one I shoved down so hard it like squished it. So let's make a haunted house. Let's do a pumpkin. I don't know. They were very cheap cookie cutters, but I don't know if I would recommend them. Would you recommend them?
We'll see after baking.
Let's do a bunch of ghosts to have around.
I think they may work good for sugar cookies because they're a little thicker.
Yeah, this is just pie crust.
Yeah, but this pie crust is pretty thin right here, so that might be why we're not getting good imprints, but...
I'm gonna try and redo this little guy. Ooh, so spooky. Oh, are you still recording?
Oh, you just tore your haunted house.
There we go. Let's carefully transfer. I need a spatula. We're going to carefully transfer these over to this parchment paper on a cookie sheet until we're ready to put it on the pie. We are not going to pre-bake these shapes. They're just going to go directly on the pie before baking. And I think I'm going to chill them as well. Yes, I'm going to put these in the fridge as well to get them a little stiffer. All that butter and that pie crust will chill, and it will make them a lot easier to work with. What am I doing? I should be using magic for this. Where's our wand? That's my wand! Okay, you ready? The filling for our blueberry pie is going to be the blueberries, of course. And you're also going to need white sugar, granulated white sugar, cornstarch, grated lemon zest, allspice, cinnamon, salt, butter, egg yolk, and heavy cream. All right, let's put it all in the bowl. Actually, you're going to stir together your sugar, cornstarch, lemon peel, allspice, cinnamon, and salt. So let's do that. Now we're going to gently toss our blueberries in this concoction. Now we're going to transfer our blueberries into our pie. I had this idea for this crust. Isn't it okay?
Yeah, he's playing Lincoln Logs.
I had this idea. It calls for a lattice crust. And if you've seen a lattice crust, it's just crisscrossies on top like that. What I'm going to do, since this is our Halloween pie, I'm going to take a piece here and here, here and here, and see how it turns out. And I'm not going to leave many spaces or gaps in this pattern. It's going to be kind of a checkerboard pattern, but there's not going to be any square holes. Anyway, we were supposed to dot this butter in between the lattice, but because we didn't do the lattice, I'm going to melt this butter and just pour it over. And then we're going to use an egg wash. It's egg yolk and a little bit of heavy cream. Can you hear Emmett in the back? What is he saying?
I don't know.
Lattice? Anyway, we're going to do the egg wash on film too.
Juice. Is that
Butter.
juice?
Butter juice. sweet thing. Alright, I'm gonna make the egg wash in this container.
Tell me about it, Emmett. Look at me, bud. How you feeling? Are you upset that that pie is inside that crust and not in your belly? We're gonna cook it and then we can eat it. How's that sound?
No!
Let's bake our pie. Did you like our magic? If you're not using magic to bake this pie, it bakes in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Then you're going to bring the oven temperature down to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. At that point, the pie will bake for 35 to 45 more minutes, and you will check for doneness at that point. Have to show what happened to our side here. It kind of looks spooky though. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, its jaws are opening. The pie that we eat eats us. Hocus pocus.
Oh,
All my blueberries.
all those blueberries fell out.
It's very wet.
Oh man, it's super runny.
Hey.
I don't know if we will be giving this a thumbs up or not.
Oh, all the juices everywhere.
Don't put it on top. That makes the crust look all
Sorry,
weird.
Caleb.
It's black.
Perfect.
Okay,
Yeah,
Caleb's gonna taste it first. My little baby brother, who's not very little anymore. Is it good? Even though it's like runny? I'm super sad it's runny.
Let's get some of this.
Oh no, is the bottom crust soggy?
Probably. This is a cool.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Sally, it's delicious.
Oh, that sucks. Well, I guess Caleb doesn't mind my soggy crust.
It's like
That one's gonna be mine.
No, this is an adult.
It's a soggy bottom, boys.
That's super small. I got an adult now, right?
No.
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 All right,
You know what,
Caleb.
Haley got it.
Is it good?
Where'd you get the blueberry from?
Walmart in Winslow.
Can you ask for it?
They were more expensive blueberries because I didn't want.
There isn't even any blueberries in it.
Kills.
For you, Trical. Here.
This is mine.
You want them on top or on the side?
Hey, what is it? And it says this one. You won't get it, please.
Ooh, it looks cute on top at least.
You just yelled at me for putting them on top 2 seconds ago.
I did, I know, but I didn't know what people wanted. All right. Gotta get reactions here. What's Papa's reaction?
Blueberry pie. Get it? Because it's so funny.
Trakil,
that's good.
it's good.
Mine. That was mine. No, what blueberry?
The crust is good.
Blueberry right here. Right here. That one's mine. This is like,
Well, it's better than those Hostess blueberry pies I used to eat as a kid.
that one's mine. That one's mine.
Way better.
That one's mine.
Way better.
Mine.
Did you eat yours already, Kaden? I didn't even get your reaction. Where's yours?
He didn't even get any pie.
Oh, you didn't get pie yet? Okay, who's going first?
I want blueberry first.
I knew it was run out.
Blueberries warm. I want a big-ish piece.
It's warm.
Me. The runniness looks so good. That was mine.
No. Kids, you're gonna have to start getting small pieces.
Grandma Laura didn't have a piece yet.
Or Mom.
That's so good.
Oh, there's Emmett's piece right there.
Mom, this is so
Emmett?
good. I got some of that sugary stuff on the crust. It's so good.
It's so good.
That one will be mine.
What do you think, Emmett?
Can I have my blueberries?
Yeah.
Can you want to get me?
Yeah.
I didn't thought blueberries are just hot. And sugary. And super good. Mmm. That is really good.
Really good?
Yes. Mm-hmm. You thought it was going to be a thumbs down, but it's triple thumbs up.
Well, I'm surprised. Even though it's all wet and runny.
When it's wet and runny, the crust is so good. It's all like sugary because all the sugar is melted into it. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, this is so good. Did Emma get some?
Mm-hmm.
Emmett, do you like it? Were you drinking some blood? Are you a vampire?
It's a
Can I drink
blueberry
this now?
pie. Yes, Levi wants to show this drink. What is it called?
It's blood. Hawaiian punch mixed with tropical punch. I am a vampire.
Ooh, look
This
at that
is my
one.
blood. It's so good, Mom.
The blueberry is good. It's like a
Yeah,
little bit
that's
sour. Let's have a bite.
See,
The bottom
I took
crust
a bite
looks
of beef
soggy.
burrito to get this. It's good. Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of like, it's not bad. I prefer the bottoms of my crust to not be that texture though. It reminds me of like a turnover or like a chicken pot pie, like the bottom, how it's like a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? The bottom's like a little bit. It's not doughy. It definitely cooked all the way.
What are you doing, girl?
I'm super bummed that it was so liquidy.
It's
It's good though. It's good. Let's see Ryan's reaction.
Hawaiian punch is the last one. You can.
What do you think?
You just have to.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Emma, what do you think?
All right, the kids
Thumbs
love
up
it.
or thumbs down?
Would you want me to make this recipe again?
Almost tastes like a cobbler.
A cobbler. That's the word I was thinking. That doesn't have to, but.
Dad, you gotta watch so you can learn. You'll like it.
No, I won't.
Getting full, buddy.
Yeah, that piece of crust wasn't done.
I liked it.
Really good though.
I want to play with them eating my pie.
Yeah, eat your pie and then we can play.
Mommy?
What do you think, Hannah? Good.
Something we should watch. There's something we should work on for so our pie, if the crust wasn't cooked all the way. So that's what we need to work on.
Leave it in the oven longer next time. I also think I would cook the sauce before adding it with the blueberries. I would cook it with something so that it doesn't turn into soup. Hannah likes it.
It's gonna break it. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe.
Now we're going to transfer our blueberries to our pie. Oh, I said blueberries. I gotta say blueberries. Today we're going to be making a blueberry pie.